Hello all, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and today again we are going to see another DAX function, that is dates in period. So basically dates in period is same as dates between, but in dates in period we provide the start date and end date. But here in dates in period we only provide the start date, number of intervals, means whether we want to do the back to the particular date or front, and day, month, quarter we want to back in respect to day, month, quarter and year. So let's see the practically how we can use the dates in period. Firstly we will see the data, what data we have. So we have the players data. So we have some player name, date and runs. So date is the on which date the particular player have scored the runs. So this is our data. So now what we want, suppose we want first we want suppose total runs for the January 2022, or I will sort the our date column and now ascending. So now our data is starting from 2020. So what we want, so we have some records from the we have some runs in the April, so 5th April, 7th April and 9th April. Suppose we want total runs for the April month, so or total runs for the only 2020 or 21 or 22. So in that case we need to use the dates in period. So whenever you want to create a new measure, just click on the table name and new measure. So dates in period is the return the scalar value or single value, and dates in period must need to use with the calculate function, because this is the filter function or condition function. So I will give the total runs for the April month, for April. Now first we need to use the calculate. This is our first condition, and then what we want sum. So which column we want sum? So we want total runs for the runs. So sum for the total runs. Then we need to give our function, that is dates in period. Now first thing we need to give the our column name, that is in our table, existing table. So our column name is date, and here we need to give the start date. So suppose start date I will give 2020. Then month is suppose I will give the April, because our data is starting from April, and day is 1. Now so why it giving, so we have given the one extra bracket, that's why it's showing error. Now here we need to give the number of interval. Suppose we want 1, here I will give the 1, and then I will give the month, because we want total runs for the first month from this date, and just click on the S button. So wait for 1 second. Now I will create a one table. So we will see the, so there we can see the total runs for the each date. I will click on this table and just increase the size of our table, right? And here I will add the date column. So here I just remove the hierarchy. Whenever you want to remove the hierarchy, just drop down it, and we want only date, original date what we have in our table. Now runs. Now I will increase the size of value. Just here I will mention the 18, so we can easily can see the now suppose I will create. Now we have created our measure, that is total runs for the April, right? Here drag and drop. So total runs for the April is 292, right? And now suppose I will add one slicer for better understanding how it will work. and I will add the date here, right, and here I will change the setting as drop down, right, and here I want date hierarchy, right. So as I mentioned, suppose we want to see the total length for the April, so we don't have the data for Jan, Feb, right, we have the data from April, and I will create another function or major another card, and there I will add the columns total this runs. The total runs in 1166. Here you can see 1166. Now I will select the April. So you can see 292, 292, 292. But suppose here we want total runs for the day. First, like here I remove the parameter that is month, and here I will give the day. Enter. Now, so what is our total runs? So here, so wait for 1 second. So now we have the total runs is 146 for the first day. If I remove this, and if I remove this, you can see we have the total runs for the 146 because we have given the 1 day. Suppose here what we will give, suppose we want 2 years total runs, I give the 2 because 2 years, first one is 20 and second one is 21, and here I will give the 20 year because we want total runs for the 2 years because we are given the starting date is April. Now let's see the total runs for the 2 years from the 2020 April. So total runs is 773, and here what I will do for validation, I will just select the 2 years, 20 and 21. So 3 is 3, 7, and if I remove this, but we are getting, so if I select the 20 and 21, you are getting the total runs is 669, right. But here we have selected the year, that is September, August, July and June. But in our dates in period condition, we mentioned the starting date is 2020 April, and now we are selected 2 years. So it will 2 years from the April 2020 to 2020, then it will end the 2 years after the March 21. So that's why we are getting here different value. So here total length is 773. So if I select the 20, I will, for your confirmation, I will select the 20. Then you select the 3 months from the 21. Wait for, I will select the 20, right, just minimize it, and here I will select the only quarter one we need to select, then it will show the showing the blank. Something is going wrong because here we are selecting it showing only 292. Firstly, our result is 773. So what we will do, 2020, firstly select the 20, 292, right, for the total years. Then for the 21, if I select the Jan, Feb and March, showing some errors, maybe the can ignore it. So I think you got the idea what exactly total runs. So here dates in period is same as dates in between. So we need dates in period is a filter function we must need to use with the calculate, and then here we need to give the start date, but we don't need to give the end date, we need to give the number of intervals, right, and we need to give the categories like day, month, quarter, year, And one more thing, whenever you are using dates in period, our data needs to be in series, like in the same series. Like if you have the data, there is a gap between the data, then it will give some error. So that's why this is the error. So mostly if you have the data in step by steps, like here we have the data like 5th April, then again we have some 6th April is not available. Only whenever we have the data without any gap, then it will work perfect, right? So that's all about the today's video. If you have any question, please write down in comment, and please subscribe the channel. Thank you.